Hey everyone, today I am bringing you the best of the best drugstore products that I own and that I love. So these are products that I've used over the last several years or the last several months. They are tried and true for me to where I can recommend them to you. So I have categories and I have certain products in that category. Now, obviously I love when we get to the colors, I love the colors that I'm going to show you, but I'm not going to necessarily show you all the colors that I love from that line. So it's mostly about showing you, okay, for lipsticks, these are the brands and this particular line of lipsticks that I love. So I hope that makes sense because sometimes it makes sense up here and then it doesn't come out like that. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So if you wanna see the best of the best drugstore products for me, then just keep watching. Okay, so the first thing I do after I moisturize my face is I always apply a lip balm, and I like that to really just soak into my lips and rub my lips together, sometimes reapply as I'm doing my makeup so that my lips are nice and hydrated and not so chapped when it's time for the very final step in my makeup routine, which is always lipstick. So for me, that is the Nivea A Kiss of Smoothness, and this is with SPF 10. And the one in this light blue packaging is the one that I'm talking about. This one's just a really nice clear lip balm. This is all I have left. I've used so much of it and I continuously repurchase these. So this is by far my favorite lip balm. It's not, now if you can compare it to higher end lip balms, it's not it's moisturizing, but it has a slip to it to where you may need to reapply. It's not anything that stays on and is an overnight thing, it'll be there in the morning. It's not like that, but it's great for temporary reapplying. So this is my favorite drugstore lip balm. All right, now for foundation, I actually have two that I really enjoy. The one that I'm wearing today, which is not a matte finish, I would say it's more of a satin finish. It is about medium to buildable full coverage, and it is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. This one is in the shade N3, which is just a little bit too dark for me, but I am making it work anyway. So again, that's what I'm wearing on my face today. I really like the coverage. This does have the SPF broad spectrum of 20, and it is 1.0 fluid ounces. So it does come with a pump, which is really nice. I can really appreciate foundations, drugstore or not, that come with a pump. So again, really like the coverage. I like the finish. This foundation works for me. Now the other one that I really like for super duper full coverage that's going to wear long, because this one I would say is more of an average wear time. I mean, I can get 8 hours out of it, which is fine for what I do. If you're a person who works long hours at work and you go out at night, then you may need to take a powder foundation to kind of touch up throughout the day. But if you're wanting something more of a matte finish and definitely long wearing, I would highly recommend the Revlon Color Stay. This one I've been using for years as well. And see, I told you the shade in this one, N3. This one is 240 medium beige. And actually, this is for normal dry skin, which I don't have dry skin at all, but they didn't have my shade available in the combo oily formulation, so I picked up this one and this one works. Now, it doesn't have a pump, which is very unfortunate, but the coverage is full, the finish is matte, and it's very long wearing. So it depends, what kind of finish you're looking for and how much of a wear time you're looking for would depend on which one you should get. But I really enjoy both of these. You can even mix a little bit of Lumi into Revlon Color Stated so it's not so matte, but I love these two foundations. They're my favorite drugstore foundations. Okay, now two powders that I really enjoy from the drugstore are the Maybelline Dream Matte Powder. I have already hit pan on this one. I really like it. It gives a nice coverage and it definitely gives you that matte finish that you may be looking for. The other one, I've talked about this one in a recent favorites video, and this is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in Reserve Your Cabana, and it just gives a really nice soft glow to your skin, just a really nice sheen to where it doesn't look so dull and so matte. But if you like the matte finish, then you would want to go with the Maybelline Dream Matte, which honestly, it just really depends on my mood. Sometimes I want a super duper matte finish and I'll reach for this one. Otherwise, if I want a little bit of luminosity, I reach for the Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana. So two different options for you. Okay, now as for bronzer, I don't have a favorite drugstore bronzer. I actually just talked about the NYC Sunny Bronzer in the beauty products that I'm breaking up with. I will link that down below in case you haven't seen it. So I don't have a favorite drugstore bronzer, unfortunately. Bali. I have heard many great things about the, I think it's like the not Four Seasons, that's Guerlain. I don't know what it's called, but Revlon's little quadrant of bronzers. I've heard great things about that. I don't own it, so I don't have a drugstore bronzer to recommend. But if you have a favorite and you can share that with us, please leave that in the comment section. I would love to find a great drugstore bronzer. Okay, now for highlighter, I definitely have a drugstore favorite, and I've talked about this one before as well. It is the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter, and this one is in Moonlight Pearl. It's a beautiful, beautiful champagne pearl color. It looks like it's coming off bronze, but it's really not. It's just a really nice, again, like a light champagne, I don't know, gorgeousness. It's very, very highly pigmented. There it is right there. Let's see if you can see it because there's like light coming in right there. So that is Moonlight Pearl. It's only $3 from the e.l.f. brand, and you can find this at Target or anywhere else that e.l.f. is sold. So definitely, definitely favorite drugstore highlighter. Now for drugstore blushes, I definitely have some favorites. Wet n Wild blushes are just absolutely amazing quality. They are very, very pigmented. You really can't go wrong with finding a shade that you like because these work really, really well. This shade in particular is Mellow Wine. I think I'm wearing this one today. Oh, I can't remember. That's really bad. But this one is Mellow Wine, and I can't remember because I know I wore it yesterday for sure. It's just a really nice, like kind of like a peachy wine kind of color. I don't know. That's probably a wrong description, but again, just very, very super pigmented, very nice and soft and blendable. So that is Wet n Wild's Mellow Wine. Again, any color from this line would be great as long as you find a color that you like. The next one is the Physicians Formula. I have talked about this one for probably a couple of years now, and this is the Mineral Wear in Rosy Glow. It doesn't look like anything in the pan, but it's absolutely gorgeous on. This is a great year-round color. I also did pick up the new Physicians Formula brunette blushes, or blonde and brunette. I have the brunette one and I really like that one as well. So again, this is the Mineral Wear in Rosy Glow, and I'm not going to swatch this one because it just doesn't look like anything special. It's just a very pale pink, but it comes off beautiful on the skin. So definitely one of my favorites. I love, love, love this. The next and the last line of blushes that I really enjoy from the drugstore are Milani's Baked Blushes. Now, typically when I use a Milani Baked Blush, I skip the highlighter because it does have very, very fine micro shimmer, at least the ones that I have do. And so what that does is it gives me like a light sheen on the cheek area. So I'll put it on and then I'll bring it up just a little bit and I'll just let that act as my highlighter. This shade in particular is Rose d'Oro, which is a rose gold color. And they do have a couple of new ones that came out for the spring collection, which I'm super, super excited about. They don't look like they have micro shimmer, like they're very shimmery or give that sheen. They look more on the matte or satin side. So I can't wait to see those. But I do have about 4 or 5 of these and I really, really enjoy them. Great color payoff, beautiful sheen finish to it that acts like a 2-in-1. You can do a highlighter and blush with this. And just really good quality of blushes right here. Okay, so now let's move on to concealer. I have 2 that I really love. The first one is Maybelline's Fit Me, which this one is in the shade 15 Fair, which is very light, but I like it because it's brightening for the under eye area. It's pretty much worn off, but you can see it's Maybelline right there. I've heard this compared to the NARS, what is it called? The NARS concealer. I can't remember the name of it, but I don't know. I don't have that one. I'm dying to try it and probably compare it to this one. Oh my gosh, I have like little wispies that hit my face and they make my face itch, so I apologize. But this one is super duper creamy, very pigmented. I really, really enjoy this concealer. The other one is one that I've talked about, I don't know, for the last couple of years, and it's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This is actually not the concealer, it is the neutralizer, but it acts as a neutralizer, as a corrector, and a concealer for me. Goodness gracious, I'm like all over the place. I think because I have my mind on something that I have to do after I finish filming this video. So anyway, this acts as a great corrector, concealer. It's like an all-in-one product. So what I do is I just put this on the under eye area and then I just pat it in when I don't have time to like correct and conceal and set. This is what I use and I'm out the door. Okay, next for eyeshadow primer. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot in the drugstore market. And what I mean by drugstore is not necessarily like NYX, but something more that you can find at Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, that kind of thing. So now CVS has brought in NYX or NYX, which is awesome. At least my store has. But there's not a whole lot of eyeshadow primers out in the drugstore. So this is the one that I have tried that works, that I really like, and it's Milani's Eyeshadow Primer in 01 Nude. I think there's only one shade available. I've used this quite a bit. I don't know if you can tell, but I've used it a lot. So this is described as lightweight, invisible finish, and works on all skin tones. It definitely has a little bit of color when you initially put it on, but once you spread it out, it just goes on invisible. There's no color behind. When it holds your eyeshadow, really makes your eyeshadow color pop. One of my favorites. Okay, now for eyeshadow, I thought I brought my other one and apparently I didn't, but the Wet n Wild eyeshadows are really, really great quality, as I'm sure most of you are familiar with. Now they do have the new palettes, which I have not tried, so I can't say that those are the same quality. Your best bet, if you're wondering about those, is just to Google that and see if you can find reviews or blog posts on them. So, you know, that I can't vouch for, but the other Wet n Wild eyeshadow, like the 6 pans and the trios, are really, really great quality and super duper affordable. Wet n Wild does some really, really great eyeshadows. Now, other ones that I really like are the Maybelline Eye Studio quads. These are such great quality as well. I do wish that they put more matte shades in there. That's like the only negative that I have to say, but the colors are still very, very nice. So if you have like a matte neutral palette, then you can always work with these quads right here. But the colors are so pretty. The finish is really pretty. The colors are very pigmented. I will swatch a couple of these. So there they are right here. This one is a limited edition quad. This is in Violet Femmes. But again, the Maybelline Eye Studio shadows, really, really good quality if you haven't tried them. All right, the next category is mascara, and I actually have two that I really love. One of them I don't have with me, and it is just the L'Oreal Voluminous Original Carbon Black, I think is what it's called. I don't know. I'll try to remember to like insert a picture right here, but just the original voluminous mascara from L'Oreal. It always works. It's super simple. It's a super simple wand. It does everything it's supposed to do. Really, really love that mascara. The other one that I really like, but I can't wear, and the only reason why I'm showing it to you is because one, it is a really, really great mascara, and two, this product works for so many people. Unfortunately, it kind of like burns my eyes when I'm removing it, and my eyes are very sensitive to it when I'm wearing it, but I don't know, it works for so many people. This is the Jordana Best Lash Extreme Volumizing Mascara, and it's super affordable. It's very black, also very simple wand, which I guess I'm finding that I really like. So there it is right there. It is a natural bristle wand. Such a great mascara and super duper affordable. So really recommend this one. All right, next for eyeliner are the Jordana 12 Hour Made to Last Liquid Eyeliner Pencils. These are such great eyeliners. They're super creamy. They stay on for a really, really long time. Definitely my favorite in drugstore. Super duper pigmented. Really, really great eyeliners. This one is in the shade 06 Jade Jewel. I've tried so many eyeliners from the drugstore and I'm just not that impressed. This one is a really good one. All right, next for eyebrows is the e.l.f. Brow Duo. This is in the shade medium, and my little window here, my little plastic window broke. I love this duo. I used to use the wax and the powder together for a really long time. Now what I do is I use just the wax, and then for powder I use my MAC Charcoal Brown, but I have to use this wax, and as you can tell, it's very, very well loved. So there is the wax right there, and I put it on very, very lightly just to give my powder something to stick to, and that way it kind of like makes my brows like go one direction instead of kind of going everywhere. So I love the wax. So now the brow powder, if it doesn't work with your hair color, which you could always do is use this as a crease color. It makes a great crease color, blending out color, that kind of thing. So you can always use the wax with another eyeshadow, or try both of them together, see what works for you. But there they are right there. And again, this one is in the shade medium. They do have other shades as well. You can find this anywhere e.l.f. is sold. It's only $3. It's a great, great duo. Okay, finally, we are at the end, and now we're talking about all lip products. So I'm not the biggest lip liner person, but I do have a favorite brand of lip liner. Whenever I need to reach for one, this is my favorite one to reach for, or this line in general. It is the Rimmel Exaggerate Full Color Lip Liners. These are so crazy good. They're retractable, They're creamy, they're pigmented. These are just really, really nice lip liners. This one in particular is in the shade 070 Enchantment. And again, just, God, they're so crazy great quality. I don't know. I mean, I wish there was like a larger, I wanted to say I would prefer these over anything high-end, but I know some high-end ones come with like brushes, and then of course they have more colors to choose from. But if it's not in your budget, Rimmel lip liners are just really great and just don't disappoint. Great, great quality of lip liners. Now for lip products. The first one is kind of controversial, but you know what? I really, really like these, and they are the Chroma Beauty Joy Sticks. Now, to me, they smell like vanilla. They have like a very vanilla cupcake smell. I love this color. It's so pretty. I have several of these that I really love. This one is in the shade Sea Coral. It is retractable, which you guys know I love that. I love anything that's retractable. And Sea Coral is just a really great peachy coral color. So there it is right there. Very creamy, they're matte, they're not drying, they're very pigmented. And honestly, I just think they're great quality. You can find them at Ulta and CVS. So if you have reward bucks, or if they send you like the 25% off coupon, 30% off coupon, you can use those towards these as well. The next lipstick is one that really a lot of people don't talk about, but really they're one of my favorites. And it's the 99-cent Wet n Wild lipsticks. I know the packaging is ugly and they're very cheap feeling. They are 99 cents. What do you expect? But the formula and the pigmentation of these lipsticks is great. They're very creamy and they're very pigmented. So this one is one of my favorites for the fall winter. It is in the shade 522A. I also do have a hot pink one. I mean, look how crazy pigmented that is. I have a hot pink one that I really love as well, but this again is 522A. They do have like different finishes, but these are my favorite right here, just the regular matte cream lipsticks. So don't knock these only because they're 99 cents. See if there's a color that you like and then try it, and then get back to me and let me know what you think. All right, the next one is one that I don't even have to talk about that much because I know the majority of you have them and love them. And they are the Maybelline Vivid lipsticks. They are super vibrant. The Maybelline Vivids are just that. They're very vivid lipsticks. Oh, I love this one. This one is Hot Plum. It's gonna be great for the color of the year. And there it is right there, just super bright and fun. Not too creamy, definitely not drying, just a great happy medium. And again, the color selection on the Maybelline lipsticks, not just the Vivids, but just the line in general is really, really great. So love Maybelline lipsticks, definitely one of my favorite. Okay, these guys right here, do you remember when it was just like the craze and everybody was like looking for them and trying to get as many as they could? And now I really don't hear anybody talk about these, but they're personally one of my favorites still. And they are the Revlon Lip Butters. I really like these. I love the color that it gives, but it's not like super duper intense, but I love that it's also like giving that shine finish as well because it's like a lip butter, right? But I have several of the lip butters and I really, really like them. Wrapping this up and talking about my favorite drugstore lip glosses. Oh my goodness, I love these lip glosses. Like imagine like periods after every word that I just said. Okay, I've like shoved these down your throat as well. Maybelline Color Sensational High Shine Lip Gloss is the technical name. Just look for lip glosses that look like this. Lavender Lavish, I'm not sure if this was like, oh yes, it says limited edition, but it was like in the regular display of my CVS Maybelline lip glosses. So just look for it. If you can get it, grab it. So here is Lavender Lavish right there. Highly pigmented, high shine, gorgeous, lightweight, feeling not tacky at all. Same for NYX Butter Glosses. I don't even feel like I need to talk about these either. This one is in the shade Peaches and Cream. Also not tacky, lightweight, very pigmented, high shine finish. You can totally use these as lipstick instead of layering on top of lipstick if you wanted to. A lot of the times that's the way I wear these, is I just wear them alone. I think like the majority of the time that's how I wear them. So there is Peaches and Cream, and then there's Lavish Lavender from Maybelline. So Maybelline and NYX right there. All right, so that will do it for me and the best of the best drugstore products. I hope that you enjoyed those recommendations. I hope that maybe you'll find something new that you will love. If you share any of the same loves that I do, let me know down below in the comment section. But also, if you have anything that I didn't mention, please let us know in the comment section. Let us know what some of your best of the best drugstore products are, because I think we all enjoy finding like a really good quality product that is affordable. So it's like score, right? If you can find something that works amazing, but that's inexpensive, that's awesome. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you're having a great day or night, and I will see you in the very next video. Bye.